What's going on, guys? My name is Demon. Today we're going to be having an up close and personal video where I'm going to be discussing why I don't think Shanks is the biggest problem with Bounty Rush. In fact, the biggest problem is Blackbeard, and Shanks actually makes Bounty Rush kind of more tolerable if you think about it. So let's talk about Shanks, right? Shanks, I think, is something Bounty Rush has had to deal with for the longest time, right? Timeskip Luffy kind of was an old Shanks, Wano Zoro. Same thing. Now, Shanks is much better than these characters, but these characters are also much older. And if you think back about the impact those characters have had in Bounty Rush, well, you quickly realize that they were a big pain, and they were definitely a big pain. And a lot of players feel the same way now about Shanks as they did back then about Timeskip Luffy or Wano Zoro or Sky Zoro even. So if you look back, Timeskip Luffy had annoying combos that were super strong. He had an invincibility skill that dealt damage, and he had a one-shotting skill, and that was very fast. Wano Zoro, same thing. His combos were good. He has a long-range skill that deals a lot of damage, and a one-shotting skill, a decent range to it. Sky Zoro, same thing. From long range, spam at you, you'd receive a lot of damage, and if you do manage to reach him, well, he has skills, both of them long range as well. One that dealt good damage and one that one-shot. So yeah, back then, the game wasn't much better. It wasn't a balanced game. The same people that use Blackbeard Shanks today used Luffy Sky Zoro back then, and used the Wano Zoro and Dofi together also. So there was always a meta. There was always the most annoying characters in the game, and it's just about how many people decide to use them. Now, Blackbeard and Shanks, they're anniversary characters, right? So, of course, they're going to be the strongest characters. And guess what? A lot of people pulled because it's the anniversary. A lot of people have them. And yeah, they came back recently as well. So, a lot of people have them higher level as well. And so, the problem is not going away anytime soon. So, we've discussed about Shanks, and we've discussed how in the past, a lot of characters were the same, right? If you look there, you see a lot of strong characters that were very, very strong and very, very used. But they were not as big of a problem as Timeskip Luffy with the Sky Zoro or Dofi with Wano Zoro, right? Gear 4 and Stampede's Sabo were very, very strong. Kaido was very, very strong. Timeskip Chopper was very, very annoying. Timeskip Sanji also was very, very frustrating to play against. They were all very strong characters, but there were other characters as well in the game, right? So Timeskip Luffy being super dominant, same thing as Shanks, in my opinion. Now, Blackbeard, what's the problem with Blackbeard? What makes Blackbeard so much worse than Shanks, right? Okay, he's annoying. Well, Sky Zoro was red and Dofi was red. No. Guess what? With tanks, well, they can survive forever, so you can't really outplay them. But who were the characters that were that dominant in the past, right? Look how many examples we have, and the main one being Timeskip Luffy for Shanks. But with Blackbeard, right? What do we notice? We notice there were only three characters, and guess what's the problem with these three characters? Well, they were all not that dominant, right? And they were dominant, they were very strong, but they didn't ruin the game for everyone. No one quit the game because they were like, oh my god, Kuma is so annoying, or wow, Big Mom is ruining the game for everyone. No, they were super strong, but they didn't break the game. Whitebeard, when he came out, he was super annoying, but guess what? He was the first bouncy fest. Guess what? There was not many units, and not many people pulled for him. And those that did had him level 60, so who really cared, right? 5-star Blackbeard, sure, okay, yeah, he was frustrating to play against, but the game was still new. Not many people had him, so it was not that big of a deal. Big Mom came out, and a lot of people summoned because a lot of people wanted Katakuri. But guess what? A lot of people started using Katakuri, not that many Big Moms, and also the Big Mom players out there. Well, they were frustrating, but it didn't feel like it ruined the game. It just felt like there was a really, really strong tank in the game, and that's not a big deal, right? There finally a strong tank. Because until then, I think the best tank was Moria, and Moria came out as the third bounty vest, so third month of the game, or second month, I don't remember, but very early, right? He came as the third bounty vest, so he was very early on, and until Big Mom, we didn't have anyone better. So Moria, what's his name? Sorry, Kuma came out, and Kuma was strong. Imagine Dressrosa, he sits in the middle point and he just spams at you and you can't even leave spawn. But again, 6-star Kumas. How many people had 6-star Kumas? Not that many. And if you had 5-star Kuma, well, we quickly learned how to outplay them, right? 2 months in, Kuma became kind of bad because he's not, like, we know how to play against Kuma. So yeah, we quickly realized that Kuma isn't that big of a problem. Now guess what? Blackbeard. Blackbeard, yeah. Now let's talk about Blackbeard. Blackbeard was like not Kuma, sorry, Moria. Now Moria, what's the problem with Moria, right? Moria, when he came out, well, Moria, when he came out, he was broken, and he was broken for a long time. But guess what? Not many people liked Moria. right? And he's not that popular of a character, so not many people summon, especially because he was the third bounty vest right after Akainu and Aokiji. And who the fuck is gonna pull for Moria? Even I pulled for Moria, but I pulled because they increased rates and there was guaranteed 2 guarantees at 500 diamonds. And I wanted Boa, not Puma. Even though, of course, looking back, Boa is really, really bad. Back then, I had no way of knowing, right? I just pulled them the day they came out, so we didn't know how strong Kuma would be. And once there was a level 100 Kuma in your game, yeah, you lost. You lost. There was no way to outplay Moria level 100. There's just no way, especially because you couldn't have level 90 characters. You only could have 80 or 100 or 60, of course, but 80 or 100. So if you didn't have you couldn't have a 90 that could counter him. No, so everyone just accepted defeat when there was a 6-star Moria against them. But there were so few. If you're unlucky, you'd see one every 20 games or so. So yeah, it was not that big of a deal. Not something you had to worry about. Blackbeard, everyone summoned for Blackbeard, and he's annoying. You kill him, he comes back, he team boosts his whole team, heals everyone back up. It's so frustrating. He's so tanky, and you can't outplay the guy. You just can't. So he's the problem with the bounty rush. And Shanks, our hero, of course, our hero, because Blackbeard is such a problem. Shanks is kind of the hero that makes Blackbeard players have to be wary of something, because without Shanks, well, Blackbeard would just run free for so long. And Shanks has counters, right? Kaido, you can kind of outplay Shanks with Kaido. Kinda, it's not a really good matchup, but you kinda can. Now we have Rayleigh, and Rayleigh is a good counter. So yeah, but Blackbeard till today, I mean, people are trying to say Sengoku counters Blackbeard. I mean, it's a stretch. It's a stretch for sure. I don't think he's a direct counter to Blackbeard at all. I think he can do okay. But a lot of characters can do okay against Blackbeard. Doesn't mean that the Blackbeard's not gonna win the matchup. He'll still win most matchups, probably, and especially if team boost is up. So yeah, that's my opinion. If you guys disagree, that's fine. And if you don't, well, great. And let me know what you guys think about this. I know it's a sensitive topic in the community. A lot of people like to rage over this. So yeah, let me know. I was gonna put up some gameplay on the new Tons of Treasure mode, but Mobizen is not working the same way it did not work for my Snake Man Luffy pulls. Keeps failing to connect. I tried both phones. I tried to restart my laptop, and I tried so many things, but it just doesn't work out. So fuck Mobizen for screwing this, and that's why I have to have pictures instead of clicking on every character, because I can't use Mobizen right now. So yeah, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.